Hey folks, Eric from Another Voice with Eric and Friends, giving a little update here. Our next podcast will be the week of the inauguration, next week. There's a lot of stuff going on. Of course, we're having confirmation hearings in the Senate for President-elect Trump's cabinet, and the Senate has said they are going to confirm, have all the hearings and be done and try to have all of the candidates, the nominees confirmed by inauguration day. And I'm all for that. I think a swift hearings should be done. The only thing I want to make sure of, and there is some controversy that some of the nominees haven't been fully vetted yet. There's a concern about some of the financial aspects. And if that's true, that needs to be done. And if that means that a cabinet member is not ready by inauguration day, I'm sorry, but do everything possible to get them confirmed or not confirmed. You know, it's not guaranteed that all these nominees will be accepted by the Senate, and it shouldn't be a rubber stamp. I'm sorry for those of you who are supporters of President-elect Trump. The Senate isn't supposed to rubber stamp everything. They're supposed to be seeing if are they good choices. Now, most of the time, it is okay, yeah, they are pretty good choices. But this is what these are for. These are hearings to make sure that that's right, because we want good people in those positions. There were, of course, protests at the hearings. We've had Senator Jeff Sessions, who's nominated for Attorney General. He gave his opening statement yesterday. He's being grilled today. Matter of fact, what seems to be a historic event, a sitting U.S. senator is going to testify against another senator in a confirmation hearing. Senator Cory Booker is going to be testifying against Senator Sessions today, encouraging the Senate to deny his appointment. There are, of course, questions about Rex Tillerson. He gave his opening statements today. Both men have, vowed to do things that we would agree with, and the whole idea of the confirmation hearing is to verify if what they're saying now matches their records, if they have a record. And the rest of the cabinet is going to be looked at. So that's going on right now. And look, I'm going to encourage people. People are upset. If you don't like a particular candidate, nominee, if you think that this is the wrong choice, it's important, to holler and shout about it. If you want to, hold a rally, that's okay. But take that energy and make sure that your senators are aware of your position. And I don't mean just yell at them and say, oh, it's a terrible choice. I mean, give them reasoned debate or in your email or your phone call. Be clear. These are the points why I think you should vote against confirming this nominee or that. And encourage your friends to do the same thing. So have a rally, that's fine. But make sure you turn that rally into actual action, because these senators are going to do what they think the majority of people who want, or what they think that can get them good press. So that's what you need to do. The Senate and House are also debating a budget that would strip from the law the penalty for not getting insurance under the Affordable Care Act and the subsidies to get health insurance under the Affordable Care Act. They're debating on that right now. That's one of the things that's being discussed. A funny, interesting, strange bedfellows. The Freedom Caucus in the House has actually asked that the moves to repeal the Affordable Care Act be slowed down. They want the price tag for repealing it. Now, at first I thought, whoa, they're an ally to folks who want to keep the Affordable Care Act. But I think it's more of the fact that they want to make sure that we're not spending extra money. They're being fiscally responsible, I guess, in that respect. But if you want the Affordable Care Act to stay, you might, say, hey, good job, Freedom Caucus. So those are two major things that are going on. There's controversy about President Trump and alleged blackmail. To me, that's I think it feels like a bunch of hooey, like it's a controversy that's not real. On the state level, the legislature is looking at a lot of things, and in our next podcast, we're going to look at, we talk about the gas tax, and that's again coming up, and people say we have money to take care of the roads, we don't need a gas tax, and that may be true, but we're going to look at the fact that there's a number of things that have to be done in this session that cost money, and I don't mean $20. So the legislature is looking at a number of bills, everything ranging from mental health, crisis intervention training for police officers, to the roads, to mopeds. So there's a lot going on, and we're going to be talking a lot about that on our next podcast. I just want to give you a little quick update, make a couple comments. I also want to remind you about hashtag spare one day for change. We want to know what you're doing this month to reach out and help somebody, whether it's an organized thing like a soup kitchen, or volunteering at a homeless shelter or an animal park, or whether it's an individual thing, an individual person you're talking to, you're helping out, your neighbor. We are going to be helping Strides Tutoring with part of my business, which is floor care, and we're going to do some work there for them toward the end of the month. So we'd love to hear what you're going to do. We have a Facebook page, Spare One Day for Change, and we want to hear from you and want to get you involved. All right, so until we get together again, get out in your community and make a difference.